Kevin was about to end his life at a subway station platform when he noticed a couple passionately kissing nearby. Witnessing this scene only made Kevin feel even more hopeless, and he decided to take the plunge, bidding farewell to this world. When Kevin regained consciousness, he found himself sitting on a bus. After getting off, he discovered a dilapidated house, and a man emerged from inside. The man warmly welcomed Kevin to hell, but before he could process what was happening, Kevin was ushered into a small car. They drove through a desert until they reached a city where people were happily playing badminton on the roadside. The car continued until nightfall and finally stopped in front of a villa. Jeff informed Kevin that this would be his new home and provided an address where he should report for work the following morning. Confused by the sudden offer of a house and a job, Kevin arrived at the company the next day. The environment was quite comfortable, and the boss was very kind. Before starting work, the boss even paid Kevin a year's salary in advance. Kevin wanted to work hard to repay the boss's generosity, but the workload was so light that he finished his day's tasks in no time. Walking down the street, Kevin witnessed a bizarre scene. A man was hanging from an iron fence in the distance, looking to be in a dire situation. However, passers-by didn't seem to care, and only a janitor casually cleaned up the scene. Even stranger, when Kevin went to a bar to unwind that evening, he discovered that no matter how much he drank, he felt no intoxication, as if he had been drinking plain water all night. In the restroom, another man complained about the same issue, mentioning that he used to love chocolate, but in this place, even chocolate had lost its flavor. Intrigued by this revelation, Kevin decided to follow the man out of the bar to uncover the truth. Although it wasn't too late, people had already turned off their lights, and the streets were deserted. The man entered a basement where music reminiscent of the living world could be heard. But as Kevin approached, the lights went out. Returning home for a late-night snack, Kevin found that the food indeed had no taste, as if he had lost his sense of taste. He began to wonder whether this was the human world or hell. To test this, he decided to conduct a bold experiment. Kevin approached a paper cutter, thinking that if he had no sense of taste, perhaps he had also lost his sense of pain. He placed his finger in the paper cutter, ready to test his theory. As a result, his finger was severed, and Kevin nearly passed out from the pain. His colleagues, seemingly accustomed to such incidents, calmly bandaged his wound. That evening, when Kevin removed the bandage, he was astonished to find that his severed finger had grown back. Due to copyright restrictions, the story can only be shown up to this point. The movie is called Two Perfect Hell.